Welcome to the Origin Effects Cali76 Stacked Compressor video manual. In this video, we'll get you familiar with the Cali76 Stacked Compressor and show you how to get it dialed in with your rig. The Cali76 Stacked Compressor is quite different to our other compressor pedals, so before we get to the controls, let's see what makes it unique. Unlike our more conventional compressors, the Cali76 Stacked Compressor is specifically aimed at more extreme over-the-top compression sounds. It achieves these sounds by connecting two of our Cali76 compressor circuits in series, compressing the sound and compressing it again for super squash tones. We'll start by connecting the Cali76 Stacked Compressor. First, connect a 9V DC power supply with a 2.1mm center negative connector to the DC input jack. This pedal has a current draw of 200 mA, so you must use a power supply that can provide at least 200 mA. Connect your guitar to the instrument jack using a standard instrument cable. Then connect the amp jack to your amp using another instrument cable. The Cali76 Stacked Compressor is designed to be used as part of a larger effects pedal signal chain, but for this video, we're hearing it on its own, connected to a Fender Deluxe reverb amp. Because of the high levels of compression that the Cali76 Stacked Compressor can provide, it's best to use it at the start of the chain. This will allow it to react to the dynamics of your guitar signal and will also prevent the Cali76 Stacked Compressor from amplifying noise from other pedals. Compressors, by their very nature, will exaggerate background noise from pedals placed before them. For this reason, it's best to place noisier pedals, like overdrive or distortion, after the Cali76 Stacked Compressor. Some pedals, like vintage fuzz and wah, don't work well placed after buffers. These pedals should be placed before the Cali76 Stacked Compressor, as it uses buffered bypass. Let's take a look at the in control. This controls the level going into the first compression stage. Turning it up will result in more compression from this stage. Both stages have a fixed threshold, which is the signal level above which compression is applied. Pushing more signal over the threshold results in more of your signal getting compressed. Lower settings on the in control mean just the peaks of your signal are compressed. Higher settings will compress more of the signal, fattening up the sound overall. Much like the in control, the THRU Control determines the signal level going from the first compression stage into the second compression stage. Higher settings on the THRU Control will result in more compression from the second stage. Balance this control with the in control to get the desired amount of compression from each stage. The THRU Control can also be turned all the way anti-clockwise to get more subtle compression where only the first stage is compressing. You can monitor this using the pedal's metering LEDs. The two small LEDs on the front panel indicate how much compression each stage is applying. When the signal exceeds the threshold of the first stage, the right LED will light up. When the second stage's threshold is exceeded, the left LED will light up. These LEDs get brighter the more compression is applied. The ratio of each compression stage is fixed at 4:1. For a more detailed explanation of threshold, ratio, and other aspects of compression, check out our Understanding Compressors video. The out knob sets the overall level of the compressed signal. Because the in and through control add level in order to increase compression, it's necessary to adjust the out control to get the desired overall level. For most uses, it's good practice to keep your Cali76 Stacked Compressor at unity gain, meaning it's not adding any overall volume when compared to your bypass tone. You can check this by turning your compressor on and off while playing. Do this using a clean sound so it's easier to hear any level jumps. Because compression will increase sustain and make the tails of the notes louder, it's best to compare the compressed and bypass signals at the start of the note. It can also be quite effective to use a compressor to boost your amp or subsequent overdrive pedals for lead tones. You can add level using the Cali76's out knob to get more overdrive from your amp or drive pedal, while using the compression to add sustain. Care should be taken when using this approach, as it's easy to accidentally add too much gain and noise. First, check the Cali76 Stacked Compressor is at unity gain. Then, increase the out control until you've reached your desired level of boost. Now let's check out the attack-release knobs. These controls individually adjust the attack and release parameters in each compression stage. But what are attack and release? Attack is how quickly the compressor starts to compress after the note begins. Fast attack means the compressor kicks in immediately, suppressing pick attack and creating a very smooth sound. Slow attack allows the pick attack portion of the note through at full volume before the compressor takes effect. This makes the start of the note sound a lot snappier and more percussive. Release controls how quickly the compressor stops compressing as the note begins to decay. Fast release means that the compressor can recover quickly between notes, ready for the next note. This sounds lively and more natural. Slow release, on the other hand, keeps compressing even as the sound decays, giving notes exaggerated sustain. This is great for clean lead guitar and slide playing, where you really need that extra sustain. Attack and release tend to be adjusted in opposites, which is how the attack-release controls on the Cali76 Stacked Compressor operate. Fully anti-clockwise, you get fast attack and slow release. This clamps down on the pick attack instantly, then adds extra sustain at the end of the note, which is great for creating smooth singing lead tones or more even clean tones that don't get lost in a mix. Fully clockwise, you have a slow attack time and a fast release. This exaggerates pick attack and gives a lively, articulate response. The beauty of the Cali76 Stacked Compressor is you can set each stage differently. For example, you can run a slow attack and fast release on the first stage, emphasizing pick attack for a punchy, funky sound. Then you can dial the second stage in for a fast attack and slow release, taking that funky sound and fattening it up overall, increasing its prominence in the mix. Alternatively, set both stages for fast attack and slow release, giving your guitar unnaturally long sustain and softened pick attack, perfect for smooth lead and slide tones. The dry control adds dry, uncompressed signal alongside your compressed tone, creating what's known as parallel compression. Parallel compression originated as a studio technique, but it's also very useful in compressor pedals. Heavy compression can be great for really exaggerating sustain and touch sensitivity, but you might still want to retain some of your guitar's natural dynamics. This is where parallel compression can help. By adding dry signal in parallel, the uncompressed peaks of your dry guitar sound push through the compressed tone, before they fade away and the compressed tone takes over for the tail of the note. This gives the impression of a more dynamic and articulate tone that still has all the character, sustain and fullness of extreme compression. In the Cali76 Stacked Compressor, the dry control and out control are separate volume controls for the dry and compressed signals. When blending in dry signal, these two controls should be balanced to retain the same overall volume. You should now be well on the way to start getting great tones from your Cali76 Stacked Compressor. For more tips, we recommend you check out our Cali76 Stacked Compressor sample settings and Cali76 Stacked Compressor for slide guitar videos. If you have any questions, you can also visit the FAQ section of our website or contact us at support@origineffects.com. Thanks for watching.